My hands trembled with silent rage as Mrs. smirked across the Christmas bowl. The lights from the tree glowed warm, but inside me it was winter steel. "The garage is ready for you," my mother announced, loud enough for the Holtable to laugh. My exile, my early humiliation, I clenched my glass. Let them enjoy their cruelty one last time. 5 years of swallowing their mockery. 5 years of silence. They thought I was broken. They thought I was nothing. What they didn't know was that while they loathed, I had built an empire in these shadows, in secret. And tonight, Christmas would be their reckoning. It hadn't always been war. Between us, sister used to be my closest friend. Theon, who whispered secrets under Thea covers, the one who promised me we'd always have each other. Promises rot fast when envy takes root. I first noticed the shift in her eyes when I get into university, and she didn't. The way she smiled too wide when I failed Mither's internship. The way she accidentally revealed my struggles to family, dressing them as concern. By the time my business idea failed and I had to move back home, she had fully sharpened her knives. Every family dinner became theater. Her macking jokes, my parents' laughter, their Potasquise's advice. And then came Christmas 5 years ago. She handed me a box wrapped in gold. Inside a mirror, "Maybe next year you'll have something real to bring to the table," she said. That was the night I stopped being her sister and started becoming her executioner. I didn't argue. I didn't offend myself. I disappeared. By day, I worked. Odd jobs by night. I built. Failed startups became lessons. Connections turned into contracts. Every slight, every laugh, every cruel word fueled me like fire. I operated under a none of them knew. Company without a face, growing quietly. We've injitched into industries they depended on. And when I learned my sister worked under a boss whose company's future wasted to mine, I smiled for the first time in years. The pieces were aligning. Christmas this year was my chosen stage. The table was set with silver and glass. Laughter echoing through the house as joy could smother cruelty. My sister leaned close to her boss, glowing with smug pride of someone who believed she had power. She looked at me like I was still that girl with nothing, and ill at her because the timing had to be perfect. It began with a vibration. Urbis's phone lit up. Then again, and again. Notifications flooding like a storm. I watched his face pale as the mails appeared. Contracts canceled, investors pulling out, suppliers cutting tees, all from the same sender. The mysterious CEO, no one in the industry had ever met until tonight. His hands hooked as he looked around the table. To need to step outside, he muttered already. Unraveling. My sister frowned, reaching for her phone. Her screen lit up with the same storm of messages. Just scrolled, her smirk cracking, her color draining, and then she saw it. The signature at the bottom of every message. Mine. Her eyes snapped. To me, for the first time in years, she was speechless. I leaned back, my voice steady, cutting through the stunned silence. Merry Christmas, sister. Waitable froze, forks halfway to mouths, Mimither's hand covering her lips, my father staring as if seeing me for Thee's first time, and my sister collapsing. In real time. The weight of 5 years crashing down on her shoulders. The climax was quiet. No shouting, no chaos, just the slow, crushing realization that Ty wasn't the failure they thought I was. I was the storm they never saw coming. Her boss left. In a rush, already on theft phone, already ruined. My sister sat trembling, the glow of the tree lights mocking her pale face, and I stayed calm, sipping my drink. My revenge unfolding like a symphony I had composed, note by note. Later, when the dishes were cleared and the silence was sheavier than the snow outside, I walked past her. She reached for me, whispering, "Why?" I paused. 5 years of exile, 5 years of laughter at my expense, 5 years of her mirror reflecting nothing but cruelty. Bakosu taught me how, I said, and walked away. Now, as I sit in the quiet aftermath, I don't feel guilt. I feel release. My empire is no longer. Hidden, my voice no longer silenced. I mocked him for living in the garage. But tonight I left them buried in ruins they can't escape. And my sister Finnel understands, I am not the failure she created. I am the reckoning she